Now it's time for an exercise. Download the attached starter notebook and try to solve it by yourself. I have also attached the solutions notebook. If you get stuck, check just that part of the solution from the solutions notebook or from this video and continue. At the end, come here and see my solution. Now let's pause the video and begin. Hello, I hope you did well on the exercise. Now let's solve it together. It says print every number in the list above using a for loop. Let's do this. For number or anything you want to write in here to represent the items in this list. For number in numbers, just print the number. Okay, if I run this, I will see that all the numbers are printed in here. Print only even numbers. For number in numbers, this part will be the same, but we will have an if statement in here to eliminate the odd values and just print the even numbers. Let's do this. If number modulus 2 is equal to 0, this will mean that the number is even, and only in this condition we are going to print it, print number, and that's all. If I run this, we will see 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Now we will do the same thing, but we are going to use continue keyword. Let's do this for number in numbers. If number modulus 2 is not equal to 0, this will mean that this is an odd number. We are going to continue. This will skip this number and get to the next one. Okay, after that we are going to print the number. If it is not going to be in this if statement, it will print the number, so it is going to print only even numbers. Let's run this. We will get the same result with this one. Print all numbers but skip 5. For number in numbers, okay, if number is equal to 5, so we will skip this. How we can do this? We will use again continue keyword. After that we will write print number, and if I run this, we will see that 5 is not in this output. Okay, stop the loop when you get number 7. This will be very similar for number in numbers. If number is equal to 7, and this time we are not going to write continue in here, we will break from this loop. Okay, so it will not continue after it gets number 7, and it is not going to also print number 7. Let's write number in here, and if I run this, we will see that we get the numbers until 7 and not the other ones. Okay, print all numbers again using a range function. We have numbers from 1 to 10, so we are going to try to get it with a range function. So for I in range, this is going to start from 1. This one was inclusive and the ending point was exclusive, so I'm going to write 11 in here, not 10. Okay, after that I write print I, and if I run this, we will get the correct output in here. Okay, let's delete this cell and add one above this text. So we are in here, print numbers lower than 9 using a while loop. You need to define a counter. Let's call the numbers text again in here, and if I run this, I will get this one to see what we are going to do, what we are going to work on. Okay, now let's define the counter. By counter I mean index. Let's write index I is equal to 0. Okay, now I'm going to start a while loop. While numbers index I is smaller than 9, okay, less than 9, I'm going to print this numbers at index I, and after that I'm going to increase I by 1 to get to the next index. Okay, let's run this, and what is wrong in here in my syntax? I write in here equal to, this will be of course 0, Okay, let's run this one more time. And we will get the numbers until 9. Okay. Loop through the text above and print the characters, but change letter O with asterisk. Let's do this for character in text. If character is equal to string O, okay, I'm going to print asterisk instead of O, of course, in a string. But if it is not O, else I'm going to print directly the character. Okay, let's run this. And here, as you see, hello and all the O's are changed to asterisks. Okay. Loop through the text again and count the number of letter O in it. You need to create a counter and print it at the end. I will define the counter as 0, okay, because we haven't counted anything yet. And after that, I'll start the for loop for character in text. If I get character is equal to O while I am looping through this string, I'm going to say that let's not forget the colon here. I will write counter is equal to counter plus 1. Okay. And after that, I'm going to get out of this loop. And at the end, I'll print the counter. It is that simple. Let's run this. And I'm going to get 5 in here. Let's count it from this text also. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we got the correct result from here. Let's delete this cell and add one above this one. Okay. Create a for loop that can sum the numbers in a range and print it. Int start with a variable sum is equal to 0. I will define sum is equal to 0. And after that, I'm going to define two more things which are lower and upper limits, and we will take them into the range function. Lower limit is equal to 0 and upper limit will be 10. Okay, I'm going to start the loop now. For I in range lower limit and until the upper limit. Okay, and I'm going to write plus 1 in here because this was inclusive. Okay, let's say sum plus equals I. Okay, so for every number in this loop, we are going to add it to the sum, and at the end we are going to get the sum of all numbers. Let's print sum. Okay, if I run this, I'll get 55, which is the summation of all the numbers from 0 to 10. Okay. Loop through the grades dictionary above and calculate the average grade. Hint average is equal to total divided by number of grades. Let's define total first. Total is equal to 0 at the beginning. Okay, after that I'm going to start a loop for grade in. I'm just going to use the values of this dictionary because I don't have anything to do with those names. So I'm going to call grades dictionary dot values in here, and this is going to give me an iterable of those values. Okay, let's say total plus equals grade. After that, I will have the total with the total number of those grades, and I'm going to get the average from it. Average is equal to total divided by len grades dot values. We can also call directly grades in here, and this is going to give us the number of elements in this dictionary. Okay, let's print the average at the end, and we'll see it is 76.25. Create a multiplication table using a nested loop. Let's create a cell in here, and I'm going to multiply all the numbers from 1 to 10 with all the numbers from 1 to 10 again. We will use a nested loop for this, And for every multiplication, I'm going to print the result and print what I am multiplying in this loop. Okay, let's create for I in range. I'm going to start it from 1 and end it at 10. So I will write 11 in here. After that, in this for loop, I will create another loop for j in range, and this will be the same. Okay, let's put the print statement, print an f string, and I will start with I. I'm going to put it in braces of f string, and after that times j. This will be equal to open brace again and I times j. This is the text, this is the real multiplication. Okay, and I'm going to put another print in here. This will print nothing, but it will get to the next line. So I'm going to get blank lines between those tables. Let's run this. Let's inspect the result. We have 10 tables at the end, and this is the result of this outer loop, which will start from 1 to 10. And we have 10 rows in every table, and this is the result of this inner loop, which is j is from 1 to 10. Okay, in every line we will see the multiplication, and for this table, which I is equal to 1, j will start from 1 and it will go until 10, and we will get the results of it. After this is ended with j is equal to 10, this is going to loop one more time and it will get to I is equal to 2, and we are going to see this table, and this will go on like this until we get I is equal to 10, and at the end I is equal to 10 with j is equal to 10. Okay, let's see this one. Let's delete this cell and get in here. It's saying that use a loop to find the maximum value in the list above. And there is a hint: start by setting the maximum value to the first element in the list and start the loop from the second element. Okay, let's do this, but before that I'm going to run this, because if you do not do this, it is going to take the numbers list from above that we started from 1 and ended at 10. Okay, now we have this numbers list in our hands. Let's define the maximum value. Maximum value is equal to numbers, and I'm going to get the first element of it by calling index 0. Okay, now we will start the loop. For element in numbers, and here will be a slicing to start it from the second element. Okay, the logic is that we will check if the element's value is larger than the maximum value. If it is, let's put the underline. If it is larger than the maximum value, its value will be assigned to the maximum value, and when we get to the end of the list, we will have the largest element in here assigned in this maximum value. Okay, let's assign it. Maximum value is equal to element if it is larger than the current maximum value, and let's print it at the end. Print max value, and if I run this, I'll get 90, which is the largest element in this list in here. Okay, this was all for this exercise.